It has been almost 1 year since 9 people were killed during that Bible study at Emanuel AME. And today it was announced millions of dollars will go toward continuing the healing from that tragedy. News 2's Macy McLeod live in front of Emanuel AME in downtown Charleston with more on this story. Good evening, Macy.
Brendan, the National Office of Victims of Crime is giving a $3.6 million grant to a partnership of agencies here in the Lowcountry to help recover from the tragedy here at Mother Emanuel. This grant will be used for mostly law enforcement services and mental health.
Now we'll have resources to be able to provide much more intensive care and to do a lot more outreach that we weren't able to do before.
About $85,000 will help provide additional training for law enforcement responding to a homicide scene.
While the investigation was ongoing, there was also a parallel component that we were dealing with the victims and their families and in the congregation to start helping them to not feel that fear, or at least lessen that fear.
They will also provide security for the victims' families at the trial. Mental health treatment is an ongoing cost.
The grieving process, it doesn't have a steady direction. Sometimes you digress, sometimes you speed forward. And so with this grant, it's going to help us to chart a course of healing and wholeness.
The grant will provide that help for the survivors, the victims' families, first responders who are at the crime scene, and the entire congregation of Mother Emanuel.
The congregation is a survivor as well, because we're still worshiping in the same space where everything happened.
Through this grant, we'll really be able to offer care to anybody who has been personally impacted.
Mental health professionals say it's a long journey dealing with this type of loss.
There isn't sort of a set time frame that you would expect to see someone kind of progress, but for folks lost by homicide, it's much more intense and much more ongoing.
The grant will be available for 3 years and will be retroactive to the day of the shooting, so the funds will be available for any security or mental health costs that have come up since then. Live in downtown Charleston, Macy McLeod, News 2.